All right. Hi, guys. Welcome back to episode 6 of Boring Talks. This is the talk which is going on in quarantine. And thanks for, liking and seeing all the other videos which are already out. 5 episodes are out right now. Do check it out on the WBS channel. So today we have two very interesting guests. The interesting part is both the guests look the same. So, inviting Neha Shankar and Sohani Shankar on the show. Thanks, guys, for coming here.
Thank you for
Thank you
inviting.
for having us over.
So, today's topic is what I like to call double trouble, right? Because two guests who look the same, who may or may not have, similar interests, similar thoughts. We're going to find out in the segment today. But before that, I like to start off in a Karan Johar kind of rapid fire. Uh, Not sure what, there's no hamper in this, but just to get a basic understanding of twins and all of that. So, the first question, are you guys twins?
Yes.
So,
Duh.
no, so the reason I ask is because, there's a saying that there are seven people in the world who look like you, right? And
Hmm.
the same looking people need not be siblings.
Okay, you can
Right.
do a DNA test to
Dear, okay,
confirm.
I'll just ask for Aadhaar card and I'll just believe it's fine.
That should also do.
Yeah.
Someone can fake their Aadhaar, so
So,
I mean, like, you need doppelgangers, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, among the two of you, who is older
Me, Neha
uh,
Shankar. I'm older by six
by
minutes.
6 minutes?
Yeah.
So that's 360 seconds of elderliness, something.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Okay. Who's
It's
smarter?
all like you.
Huh?
Oh, definitely me. Definitely me.
no, she's just physically older. I'm mentally older.
Wait, that's not even true. Okay, a lot of people say I am smarter and I'm more like logical and I'm patient.
I want to
And
know what the sources are. They're so doubtful.
Okay, I just who's speaking right now? Neha or Sohani? I'm pretty confused.
okay, this is Neha speaking.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, honestly, I think my sister is smarter in a lot of ways. Like she has her shit together, and like she's very organized in her thoughts, and she kind of thinks through situations before doing things. But like, I kind of feel I'm more diligent, if that is counted as smartness.
Okay. Politically correct answer. So anything you have to say, Sohani?
I would agree to this. I mean, she's more determined about what she's doing. She has her goals fixed.
Okay.
And she's more academic oriented.
Hmm.
So I would completely agree to that. But with aspects regarding real life issues and uh, street smartness, I think I'm probably smarter.
Not bad. So nice masala to start the meeting. Uh, so okay, we've done with the generic FAQs on twins. So I just want to read out a statement which I saw on the net, which said that twins share a special connection beyond ordinary siblings, and some people believe that this unique twin bond is endured with supernatural abilities. I'm not even kidding. This was written online. So what do you guys have to say to that?
Uh, okay, this is Neha speaking. Okay, I feel like this is true on a lot of levels. Okay, so when I was a kid of sorts, I don't know if you would presume this is supernatural, but I kind of felt like my sister and I would kind of dream the same.
Hmm.
I think there was a point of time when I was in fourth grade or something, and I was telling my sister about my dream, and she happened to relate, and she's like, "Dude, like my dreams were on similar lines," and I was like super psyched by it. But apart from that, I don't really know. I don't know. What about you, Son?
So this is Sohani. Supernatural, if you ask me, the definition of it is something that is something psychic-ish, right?
Hmm.
Something that doesn't happen uh, very humanly. So if some people come and ask me like, listen, if your sister's miles away and if you cry, does she also cry?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, no, that does not happen. If she cries, I'm just listening to her and pacifying her, but I do not cry. So that's to steer clear of these rumors or whatever is the belief.
Mhm.
But I mean, our taste in food is somewhat similar, but there's some things that are quite different. Like she can't stand cooked onions in her food. She doesn't like them. And I love onions. I love
Okay.
them. I need them in my food. So there are a couple of things like that.
So it's not like a, Marvel types, she's thinking something and then it's kind of a telepathic conversation you guys are having.
I have never
Uh,
endured that, I think.
okay, will this count? Okay, when about us eating food, it's like, I'm kind of dependent on my sister about taste of food or vice versa, right? So it's like my taste buds are automatically attuned to what she says about the food. Like if she says, dude, like this food is really spicy and like, I don't know, like, or too sugary, I'll probably just agree with her. Like I'll probably eat it and feel the same. I don't know if she feels the same, but I do a lot of times.
Okay.
It's like my
Yeah.
taste buds just go on like that. Like it just clicks the minute she says something. I don't know how that happens, but it happens quite a lot.
Now, is
Yeah, I
it,
would kind of agree to that.
no, I mean, would you agree that, a person and another person who know each other for like probably 20, 22 years, they're bound to have the same likes, dislikes, and all of that. So, don't you agree that this is just a case of probably close friendship or close siblingship rather than, you guys are just twins or something?
Um, that depends again. I mean, likes and dislikes, there are some variations, but apart from that, a lot of things, yeah, we're quite similar. I mean, with respect to our judgments and our opinions, we're kind of inclined to the same thing. We feel the same things. That's probably because of our upbringing and our acquired traits also.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm definitely lucky. Like, yeah, I mean, there's a bond. Um, so we're not the kind of twins who'd like wear the same clothes and like dress up the same or like do the exact same thing. Because I actually know a couple of twins who do that, like who actually wear like the same dress and like draw the same stuff and write the same stuff and have the same handwriting. I'm not even kidding.
Same handwriting.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
we've
And
actually
they would have like everything that's similar. Like, so if one person has a purple color tumbler or a water bottle, the other person will have a pink one.
Okay.
So it's like, and the things will look very, very similar or they're like the same, with just difference in colors. That's all. And the same hairstyle and the way they speak is also very, very similar. So I've met twins like that.
Actually,
like I
because, yeah.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've actually known these set of twins from my childhood. Aishwarya and Saundarya, they were also in Kumurans actually,
Hmm.
and they would do the exact same things. Like they were so different from my sister and I when they do things. Like they were always together. They were like this bond, right? And it would be so. It's like you would never find one without the other. And it's like I've seen them like when one's eating lunch at a particular time, that's when the other twin starts. Like they wait for each other. In case of my sister and I, we're not really dependent on what the other person does. Like we just do whatever we want. But I don't know. Like there was so much of similarity between those twins, which actually like blows my mind away. Even till date, maybe like a couple of months ago, I met them at this particular place, and they haven't changed one bit, even with their dressing. Like it's still the same. Like you will not believe it.
But do you think that this comes unconsciously, or they're like, okay, we are twins, we gotta, match up with each other or something like that? Because those such similar stuff happening is probably creepy or just uncanny.
I just kind of feel like I would just thoroughly put it on the upbringing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would
Um,
agree to that. I would agree to what Neha is saying. I mean, so they're used to this particular kind of pattern where so once you get used to a routine, right, it's really difficult to break the routine.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if since their childhood, if they've decided, okay, we want to dress similar, it's just an acquired trait. I don't think it's anything to do with supernatural or some creepy stuff. It's just there.
Okay. So, I'm gonna put a 5 mark question to both of you. Have you ever has there been a time where you have switched places because you guys look the same, you probably sound the same, kind of. I really can't differentiate who's talking right now unless you tell your name. So, has there been a time when you have switched places and you have had a lot of fun out of it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, had so many. So, when we were kids, I think we were about 5 or something in UKG. So we had this dressing competition, and Neha dressed in this one manner, and I dressed in this other manner. And so Neha didn't want to go up on stage, not yet. So she sent me. So when they called Neha, I actually went instead of her. And the teachers were so confused. And then when they called my name, and I actually went again for my name also. They're like, why are you coming? And I'm like, no, my name is Sohani and I am coming. Like, where's your sister? Why did you fool us? So yeah, there was parents-teachers meeting after that, and my mom was actually laughing her ass off. But yeah.
But it's an advantage, right? I mean, looking the same when you're in a tough situation, just you send your sister in and you walk out, something like that.
I mean, we used to look pretty similar till about seventh grade. We could have. We never really took advantage of situations just because we were twins. Like, you do that for fun, yeah, sometimes. But as and when we grew older and our features are developing differently, I don't think we continued that. But though it so happened in NI college, in your college,
Yeah.
there was this one time I think techniques was going on, and used in the morning, okay, and I think one day before there was some class going on, and basically it was Sohini who was sitting outside on a bench, and I was somewhere close to the canteen, and she was very close to the entrance bench, I think. So she hadn't attended a class, and she was walking into her next class when a teacher spotted her, and he was like, "Why didn't you come to my class, Sohini?" She was like, "Sir, I was right there." He's like, "No, I saw another girl. She was sitting on that bench. Who is she?" He's like, "Oh, sir, I didn't tell you. Her name is Neha. She's my twin sister."
Personally.
He was just like introducing. We had another teacher called THS for data structure. So before THS could come and take class, this guy was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the worst part is, okay, like, this is the funny part. So Sohi was chilling out with this guy on a bench, whatever it was, maybe it was just super platonic. The teacher also mentioned saying, you can still talk to a guy on a bench, but you can't attend my class.
Yeah, I said that.
And Sohini comes and tells me, I'm like, dude, I think I'm just going to get a very shitty feeling right now. Like, the teacher has a very wrong impression of me. You might want to change that. She's like, how does it matter? He's not going to care who you are. You're ending in a different college. And then I was like, no, I still want to be in his good books. I don't want to be that naughty girl sitting on a bench having a bad name despite not being in your college.
Oh, which year was this? Like, what, second, third year?
First year.
Oh, first year. Okay. Impression matters.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember that during techniques we have these stalls, right?
Yeah.
So when we were in first year, there was this HTC phone selling stall.
Okay.
So if you do your job really well for 3 days, you get paid 3,000 rupees.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's I don't know, that's bad business for them, but good business for you, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
As students, yes, of course.
yeah.
So on first day, I was actually there in the stall and was getting really like I didn't really like the ambience and where the setting was. It was
Ah.
somewhere in some stranded corner.
Okay.
So then my sister comes the same day and I'm like, Neha, if you stand there instead of me, we'll get some money. So you stand there and I'll go attend the fashion show.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So she's actually there. And poor girl wanted to come to see my fashion show, but that guy's like, why are you going? You committed to this, you have to stay here right now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how we've probably taken advantage of the situation.
That's pretty good advantage if you ask me. Seriously.
And it's also so happened that my grandfather recently he inaugurated the Dasara in Mysore, a Chamundi temple, and so I was a part of that inauguration ceremony, right? So she was going to give a speech in a couple of minutes, and it's Dr. S.L. Bhairappa.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Fine.
Yeah. So basically, there were like a bunch of, I think, Sony's friends who was also sitting in the auditorium with me before he started his speech. And they started waving to me and started calling me. Like, they obviously couldn't yell, right? So they would like kind of like call out with them saying without making any noise, saying hey, hi, and all of that. And I was surprised. I'm like, I've never seen these people in my life. And then a couple of like Sony wasn't in the part. She wasn't a part of that event. She wasn't there. So it so happened that like apparently that evening or something, one of her friends texted her saying, "Listen, I saw you at the inauguration ceremony for Dasara. I kept saying hi. Like, why didn't you reply?" Type. She's like, "What do you mean? I was in Bangalore." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I think you're mistaking me for my sister." And then they're like, "Oh, that's why." That happens a lot. Like a lot of people do things we're similar, but if you look closely, we're not all that much. But you can differentiate us between from our voices and the way we look at everything. So,
Yeah. But
yeah.
on a more serious note, do you find it very, irritating that people come to you and say, "Oh, you're Sohani. Oh, sorry. I thought you were Neha," or something like that. You have to keep explaining yourself 100 times every day.
No. We don't really have to explain all that much. Like when somebody does a mistake, I probably just say, no, I think you're talking about my sister." But it's very awkward when somebody is very enthusiastic, comes says hi to you, and you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Like the nicer thing to do would be to say hi back.
Okay.
But but when it comes to me, my sister does that. Like, see, that's one thing that's very different between the two of us. She is more of an extrovert, and I'm more of an introvert. So if say one of my friends who doesn't really know her, but assumes that it was me standing somewhere close to them, and we go up and say hi, Neha, or something, she'll actually say hi back because she knows I think that like they're getting confused between my sister and I. But
Okay.
if one of her friends did the same with me, I actually just stand there and stare at them for like 2 minutes and like lift my eyebrows and wonder who it is.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So that happens a lot.
I think it's a good time to soak in the fun, right? I mean, just play along and probably wreck your sister's life. That's the good part, I guess.
Oh, Sony has done that. Do you know she's registered me for a Bharat matrimony?
Yeah.
That's
And I've been on it quite sometimes. But it gets so creepy that guys start messaging her, like some really creepy dudes.
So there was this random day, I think. I was checking my phone. I'm receiving these Instagram requests. I'm receiving like Facebook requests. I'm receiving notices and like messages from Bharat Matrimony. Okay. And so basically, this person is kind of telling me, "Oh, I've heard about this from you. I think you're like this. It's nice to know that you started in Bangalore and all of that." And he's like, "I really liked that conversation yesterday." I'm like, "Wait, what is going on? What do you mean, what conversation?" And guess what? It was like Sony doing it all along. And she's done this multiple times. Like, she wouldn't give her number for registration, so she would just give mine.
But I think the bigger question is why Bharat Matrimonial and why not Shadi.com?
I don't know. Sony, yours to answer.
I
It
think
just pops up in my mind. Marriage is equal to Bharat matrimony.
as far as I know, I think Chetan Bhagat comes from Shadi.com. So probably you can get better or more matches. And just a suggestion, free advice.
Thanks. I'll probably take this if I'm ever getting married, or Neha, I'll consider it. We just want to have some fun. There was this
No.
time that I created a Tinder profile for her.
Oh man, yeah, I remember this.
Oh God.
Are you guys bent upon destroying each other's lives, or are you really looking out for each other? I'm confused actually.
No, we're just having a lot of fun. I like having fun. So there are times where if Neha is like,
This is pretty good. I more than my questions, I think you guys are giving me much more material, but still, okay.
No worries.
But looks like you guys are having the time of your lives. You had a lot of fun with the whole twin thing. But on a more serious note, do you think have your parents ever got confused between the two of you and they've seen you your whole life? Has it ever happened that this confusion has come up?
No, never. Like,
actually, I have. Like, so the moment I got back from Mysore, and my sister was in my aunt's place for exams because her college was closer.
Hmm.
My dad kept calling me Neha.
Oh.
But not consciously, subconsciously. So it's like, Neha, come down, Neha this. I'm like, what? No, now it's Sohani.
I don't think
Hmm.
because no, I think what Shiva meant is like it's when he's looked at the two of you together, has he been confused or something else all right?
No, they haven't really got confused.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
I mean the funny part is Shiva, some few months ago we were going through our old pictures of when we were kids, right?
Hmm.
And there's a picture of the baby us, and we were fighting about who is who in that picture. Neither of us knew who was who. Like we look that similar. So we go up to my mom and we're like, Mark, you tell us who is who. So my mom had one opinion and my father had another opinion. So now
Oh, that's not a
everybody
good
got
situation
confused.
to be in.
We're like we're all just confused. Even I am confused about myself.
That's
So that's
that's
happened quite.
that's a pretty interesting family reunion. I really want to see you guys go to family reunion and some relative asked me, "Do you know who I am?" You ask them the first question. You tell me who I am first. That would be pretty good actually.
No, right
yeah,
now
we
I
do
think we
that.
can easily differentiate right now because my sister's like slightly more fitter than I am.
Okay.
So they'll be like, oh yeah, this is Neha and this is Sohani.
Okay. That differentiation.
Yeah, so that way they can differentiate.
Hmm.
No, but also like I think before that, when people used to ask us for who is who, right? And we
Yeah.
just like you guess, and then they would like try to make a guess, and then they get it all wrong, and we just nod for a while, okay?
Huh.
And then we say, "Sorry, dude, you're wrong. We just want to play along, but you're actually wrong." We'd fool them for a while, and then we'd like go ahead and like tell them towards the end maybe that we are not who they guessed was.
You guys are having the time of your lives, in my personal opinion. Seriously.
Oh, we're not notorious. Like we just not notorious in a way. We have to do it, right? But yeah, it's fun to like pull people's leg and like have fun around.
Has having all the fun I said, has there ever been a situation where the prank has gone too far and danger zone kind of types?
Okay, yes. Very recently actually. I was supposed to deposit like a check in my bank account,
Oh, bank fraud.
and yeah, it's actually Sony's check. Okay, so I had to deposit in the bank account, and I think she forgot to put. Oh, she was supposed to sign on a challan, like that's what she usually does, but she wasn't there. I was supposed to do it for her or something. Okay, and I have a habit of like signing. I have a habit of writing on challan and all of that. So I kind of signed on her behalf, and the banker kind of looked at the check and the challan, and he was like, "Dude, like our signatures don't match." what are you up to? It was very embarrassing. Shiva, I'm not even lying about this. I'm like, oh, and he's like, show me your ID card. I'm like, I haven't brought it. He's like, what do you mean you don't have an ID card and you haven't brought it? You have showed me on your phone. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, listen, just asking my twin sister, I'm really sorry, like I fucked up and all. He's like, just because you're twins, you can't go around doing these things. This is like illegal.
That's
But yeah, it
yeah.
had a good laugh. I mean, it actually went too far.
It's actually a pretty valid point. I mean, did you sign it on her behalf unconsciously, or you just like, okay, let's have a bit of fun or something?
Okay, I didn't do it with the thought of let's have some fun. I just had to deposit that check and she wasn't there.
Oh,
And she was like, you know what, just like go ahead and do it. I really don't care type. But I signed and like I'm like, you know what, I have to do it anyway. I can't really call my sister all the way to do it for me, right? So I did it. I had to do it. Like I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just do it. And I actually signed. And yeah, and it turned out to be pretty shitty. Like I was not supposed to do it, but yeah, and it was very embarrassing because this guy is like staring at me, like, what do you think you're doing? And I was like, I'm sorry, this won't happen. He then go call your sister. I don't want this. Pick up another challan and rewrite it.
you know, I am the younger sibling, and I can tell you that just because you're 360 seconds elder than somebody else does not mean you're more responsible, right? I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's been such a great conversation. But
Yeah.
I'll have to end it here. But before I end, because both of you are pretty, you have side hobbies, you do a lot of stuff. So, what is from each of you, one advice you would give to all youngsters out there who probably you don't know, what's the future going to hold, what's going to be, when are they going to get their jobs, internships? What's the one advice you would give to youngsters right now?
Okay, so it's very clear. Actually, a couple of people have approached me regarding this, regarding the placements and not getting placed.
Hmm.
So right now, the situation is it's pretty screwed. Like, yeah, the economy is falling and there's going to be recession, all of that. That's not something you can be worried about because you have the online platform where you can express yourself. And there are plenty of jobs that are eventually going to open up online.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give your best. There are a billion websites like LinkedIn and your Hacker Rank, Hacker Growth, where they actually help you get recruited.
Okay.
So go out there. Don't think too much about it. Keep doing well. Think about yourself. Put yourself first. Do what it has to take to make it happen, and you will be there.
Mm-hmm. So, Neha?
Okay, so I follow a very different field of working. I'm pursuing architecture. So I'm going to say that, guys, I believe that for the coming days, it is going to be pretty hard for architects, especially architects, because first of all, it's a very low-paying profession.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to get an internship, honestly, because it depends on your course, either a 6-month thing or a 1-year thing. But converting into a full-time job will be slightly difficult because, first of all, we don't really get that much money into the field unless you work for corporate or unless you work for a really, really big architect, then we don't really get in the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a little difficult, but I think now is the time to develop your skills, learn a couple of new softwares, do things other than what you do in your field, like pick up a new hobby maybe, convert it to a profession. Like recently, since I'm into architecture and I also really like art, I've started my own Instagram page just to make illustrations. I make portrait illustrations of people, and that's kind of like I'm sort of making money out of it. There is some. I think I don't know if it'll really work out, but I'm trying to run a backup job over here. So.
Okay.
So I think, stay confident, but really utilize this time to learn a new software. Don't give up hope. It's not like things will not work out, but plan to be competent, plan to be the best, plan to excel in this field.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so pretty elderly advice given by the twins. So guys, thanks for listening in. This was episode 6, Double Trouble. Hope you liked it. Subscribe, like, share, etc., etc. And stay strong, stay safe, and until next time, see you. Bye bye.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you so much
Bye.
for having us. We had so much fun.
Me
Thank
too. Thanks
you.
for the material. I think I'll use it next time.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.